anything, you know, we have a text connection, so.
Okay.
All right, welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining from, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay. Welcome, welcome. As always, let's get started in a nice, comfortable seated position. So I'm sitting on a cushion to elevate my hips. So if you do have a cushion or a blanket or something that can create a little bit more lift in your pelvis, that should feel really nice for your hips, go ahead and take that. And as you find yourself in this seated position, let yourself just settle into your seat as you allow yourself to drop in. And so last week we touched upon this kind of essence of clarity, to find clarity that will propel us into serenity, right? Because without clarity, it is very hard to feel and embody that sense of being serene. This week, my intention is to moving from that into a kind of a space of amplification, to amplify. So I've kind of lost track of what day it is for me in quarantine. It's definitely week 4, I believe, that we're doing this. And this week, I sense and I feel that I think we can all benefit from a little bit of amplification, or a lot bit. And so as we use the practice of yoga to create that, we'll also allow this to raise our vibration, right? And so you may have heard this before. You may be quite new to the language of raising a vibration, right? What does that exactly mean? Well, what it means is that we are going to go into the cellular level of the body. So not just the physical, not just what is periphery, not just what you can feel right outside, what you can see, but to go inside and to amplify your whole cellular system, sort of like giving your organs this internal massage. And so from the inside out, we'll be able to create that sense of raising that vibration, or raising what you would call Kundalini, raising Shakti, raising Shiva energy. And from that, being able to send that energy to the edge of the atmosphere. So when we become very aligned, when we become coherent, what happens is that our magnetic field, right? So the field that surrounds us, that you can feel, that I can feel, that everyone can feel when they are around you, that starts to send different messages to other people's nervous system. And it affects other people's nervous system. So when you start to really understand how your cellular level and how your level of vibrations is affecting first not only you, but then others, you can start to change that around, right? We're all being affected by how we individually are working with our nervous system, right? So if I was sitting here and if I was talking really fast or throwing a lot of stuff at you, perhaps your nervous system would be quite overwhelmed. But there is a way that I speak to you that allows time for silence. There's a certain way that the vocals of my voice is moving from where I am to you and affecting your nervous system, right? So if that sort of makes sense. And so we get to control that only when we know what we are moving out there, right? How we are affecting that magnetic field. So this is how we influence one another. And I think we're all influencing each other by what we do. And this is truly the time to continue that influence. Whether you influence one person or you influence a million, it doesn't matter. If you touch one life, then that's plenty. So as we move into week 4, I can also feel the sense of kind of dragging, right? Things are dragging. We're sort of getting used to this new normal. Things are getting a little bit more kind of just in the flow, if you will, right? We're all kind of adapting. We've moved past the adaptation process. So in these moments when we tend to go into the shadow, I personally know that it is needed to, again, create and amplify. So that's what we do. That's what we'll do today. So go ahead and let your eyes close. And set your intention for your practice. Take your hands together at the heart. What is your intention for today, for this week? What brings you here today? And let yourself be as clear and as specific as possible. And simply with your exhale, send this intention out through your breath and into the world. And then just gently allow your head to bow down towards your hands as a gesture of welcoming yourself as you are, without adding anything, without taking anything away, just as is. Welcome yourself fully. And then gently lift your head over your frame, and then very softly allow your eyes to blink open. And then from here, just move your hands from side to side, keeping your palms connected. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Just feeling the opening there of your wrist capsule and the wrist joint itself. And then from here, interlace your fingers, all 10 of them, and just start to make some circles through the wrist joints itself. Keep your spine nice and tall. Let your shoulders descend. Notice what's happening in your spine. Try to keep your spine very upright and feel the connection to the earth through your seat, your sits bones. Switch the circles. And let yourself start to move into your breath. So meaning start to breathe a little bit more consciously. With each inhale, fill up your lungs. And with each exhale, let something go. Keeping your hands interlaced, press your palms in front of you. Try to keep all 10 fingers connected, especially your thumb and your index finger knuckle. On your inhale, reach the arms up, gaze up. And then as you exhale, reach your arms all the way forward, round your upper back, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, press into your feet, reach up, go up, look up. Exhale, push your palms forward, round your upper back, tuck your chin into your chest. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. This time, inhale, lift. As you exhale, go up and over to your left. So feel your right side body opening. See if you can keep your arms as straight as you can. Lean back just a little bit. Inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, go up and over to your right. So you can feel the left side of your ribs extending, stretching. Come back to center, inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hands all the way down towards the earth. Walk your right hand all the way to the right and reach your left arm up and over. Push down through your left knee. Come back to center. Take your left hand down. Reach your right arm up and over. Push into the right knee. Maybe just gentle gaze up with your eyes. And then do that again. Right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. And switch. Left hand down, right arm goes up and over. And then back to center. Take your hands on top of your knees. They should fit perfectly into your kneecaps. And then start to soften your elbows. Go to one side, forward, to the other side, back. Side, forward, side, back. So you're just creating some circles here through your pelvis. And let your breath become just a little bit louder. See if you can hear your breath. The music today will be your breath. And see if you can find that sort of audible sensation at the back of your throat, right? Ujjayi. So it should sound something like switch the circles, go the opposite direction. So that breath is truly coming from here, from your throat, right? You're really hearing the sound of that sort of wave quality in your breath. And that helps you to really purify whatever it is that you need to release, right? From today, from yesterday, from a month ago, from 10 years ago, that you're still holding in your body. So notice, what are you holding in your body? And then gently come back to center. And then from here, lean back, switch the crossing of your legs. Notice if it feels a little bit different, right? Usually it does. And then reach your arms all the way forward and take your left arm on top of your right arm. First, give yourself a big hug. Walk your hands as far back as you can go. See if you can hold onto your scapula. From there, you could either stay or take your hands together into eagle wrap, or you can also grab a hold of your wrist there. Now, lift your elbows up just a little bit more. Now, push your palms away from your face. So the tip of your nose there should be right at the center where the elbows connect, right where your arms connect. Keep pressing your palms away from your face. Draw your tailbone down and feel a slight little doming action in your upper back. Breathe. And then from here, as you inhale, unravel, open your arms out like a T. Then as you exhale, reach your arms forward. Switch, take your right arm on top of the left. So you're crisscrossing at the arms. Then walk your hands all the way back. Give yourself a big hug. Walk the fingertips as far back as they will go. Okay, and then from here, you're going to slowly bring your hands together. Okay, or you can also go ahead and hold on to the wrist. And once again, push your palms away from you. Keep the elbows level with the shoulders and breathe. Again, the tip of your nose is right there between the center of your elbows. Soften the shoulders down slightly and just feel the doming of the upper back. On your inhale, unravel your arms. This time, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Gaze up. Then, as you exhale, reach your arms forward. Round your spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, cactus. Open. Exhale, reach forward and close. In. X. Open. Close. Couple of times. Close your eyes and keep going. Open, close, open, close. Keep the eyes closed and stay with your breath. And then keep going. Just a couple more moments here to feel that sort of undulation through the spine. Let those eyes be closed, nothing to see. Just feel yourself. Right? Notice, why is it so hard to close the eyes? Why is it so hard to go inwards? And just keep feeling what's moving through your spine, especially through the upper back, the thoracic region of the spine, where we find a lot of congestion. And so we're also allowing the body to move into the parasympathetic, right? This is the state where you are aware, the state where you are fully conscious, the state where you find that sense of kindness, compassion. And so we're allowing the body to move a little bit away from that sympathetic system, the fight, flight, freeze. Anytime we sort of feel fear, I don't know about you, but maybe wanting to run from it, right? When we feel the fear, it's like, yep, I'm done, I'm out of here. So train your body to feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Yoga is not about just finding comfort in your body, unless you're doing, restorative yoga, of course. But what we're doing is we're moving through our vinyasa, through our flow, right? As we're rising with this yoga, especially if you're joining live this morning, is that we're not really doing very much comfortable things. We're actually doing things that are maybe a little bit more challenging or more uncomfortable. Keep the eyes closed last minute. Keep going there. And so this is the area where you find growth. Nothing happens in the comfortable zone. I've tried it. Nothing works, right? But what changes is that when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, whether that's writing something uncomfortable, whether that's talking to someone about something uncomfortable, whether that's doing something uncomfortable. That's how you start to grow. So try not to avoid the discomfort. Go to it. Run to it, rather. Last 3, 2, and on 1, open your eyes, let your hands settle on your knees, take a big full breath in, feel the breath moving in, all the way to the top. And then exhale, 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 all the way until there is no more breath. And then fill up, breathe in. And breathe out. Come onto hands and knees, all fours, tabletop position. And then as you get to your tabletop position from here, sway a little bit side to side, climb onto your fingertips, just left to right, right to left. As you sway to the left, bend your right elbow, and just see if you can look towards the left shoulder, look back. Come back to center, straight arms, hips over to the right, bend your left elbow, gaze over, back, look back over your right shoulder. And then just do that a couple more times here. And then come back to center, press your palms fully into the earth. And then from here, lift your toes off the floor. So your heels are quite close towards your glutes. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, send your feet over towards the right. Send your hips all the way back. Let your brain melt in towards your chest. Inhale to center. Lift your toes up. Engage your core as you push the floor. Exhale, legs over towards the left. Hips over towards the right. Let your head go. The brain melts into the ground. A little faster. Inhale, center. Exhale, toes to the right. Go back. Inhale, center. Lift toes. Exhale, toes to the left. Go back. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. This time, inhale, center. As you exhale, bring your belly down towards the floor. Bend your elbows. Keep those toes lifted. And then from here, bring your big toes together to touch. So feel right at the crease edge of your big toes connecting. Open your knees a little bit wider, as wide as your mat, and take your fingertips out to the floor. So they're off of your mat. On your inhale, roll in cobra, lift. Exhale, straighten your legs. Bring your forehead down to the floor. Twice more. Inhale, push the floor. Big toes touch, lift. Exhale, gently release. And then one more time. Inhale, lift. Be gentle with your body. Exhale, softly release. Bring your legs back to center. Tuck your toes. Bring your hands under your elbows. Look forward. As you inhale, round your spine. Cat's tilt. Push the floor away. Now, as you exhale, arch through your upper chest. Cow's tilt. Again, inhale, round your spine, push the floor away. Exhale, arch, squeeze your shoulder blades. One more time, inhale, round like a cat. And then exhale, arch, squeeze your shoulder blades, and retract your scapula. Now this time as you inhale, round, push, 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 push. And then as you exhale, arch, stay here, tuck your toes under a lot. Lift your knees off the floor, unfurl into a floating up dog. Soften your elbows here, squeeze your shoulder blades, charge your legs, send your heels back. Gaze back towards your right foot. See if you can see your left heel as you gaze to the right. And then gaze over towards the left. First look at your left foot, and then see if you can see your right heel with the corner of your eye. Come back to center, soften your elbows a little bit more, squeeze your shoulder blades, keep your neck long so you're not dropping your head back, gaze towards your nose, charge your legs, breathe in. Exhale, drop knees, slide your hips back, active child's pose with tucked toes. Inhale, forward, hands and knees, round your spine like a cat. Exhale, arch. Lift your knees, unfurl, floating up dog. Take a breath in, soften through the elbows a little bit so you're not hyperextending, especially if you tend to lock the elbows. Exhale, drop knees, glide like a wave, your hips all the way back. Active child's pose. And then one more time. As you inhale, come forward. Cat's tilt, push around the upper back. Exhale, arch and lift. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, child's pose. A little faster. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, drop knees, child's pose. Last one. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, drop knees, go back, active child's pose. This time, inhale, come through, floating up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips, glide back. Right leg goes up, inhale, down dog split. On your exhale, bend your right knee and stack your hips. Now take a look over towards your right hand and climb onto your right fingertips. From here, can you lift your right heel a little bit higher and your right knee a little bit higher? From there, you're going to slowly bring your right knee towards the right tricep. Now flex your right foot and gently step your right foot to the outside of your right hand for 3, 2, and let your foot land on 1. Drop your left knee down to the floor. Stay on your fingertips now. Spider the fingers. Take an inhale, open the chest. As you exhale, straighten-ish the front leg and just flex the foot. Keep the spine long. Again, inhale, bend the front knee, open the chest. Keep your hands down, your neck long. And then as you exhale, straighten your front leg, flex your right foot. Or straighten-ish the front leg. Don't worry if it's not fully straight. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Remember, we're just warming up here. As you exhale, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Okay, and then from here, turn your right toe slightly to the right, bend the right knee, pick up your back knee, step your left foot to the outside of the left hand, Yogi Squat, come on down, hands to your heart. Use your elbows there to open up your inner thighs. Take a big full breath in. Take a big clearing exhale out. And then one more inhale. Feel the opening of your chest. And then as you exhale, hands down, lift your butt bones up, parallel your feet at the same time and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Maybe bend your knees here. And then again, one more. Inhale, halfway lift, push the floor away, butt bones back, chest forward. Exhale, fold. From here, look forward, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your feet hip distance. Take your hands to your waist. And then as you inhale, come all the way up to rise. And then as you exhale, let's take some wiggles through the hips. Nice big circles in one direction. Switch the circles in the opposite direction. Come back to center, let the arms release beside you, turn the palms out, inhale, reach up, look up, join your palms, see thumbs, exhale, open your arms, dive, maybe soften your knees any amount, come on down. Halfway lift as you inhale, lengthen through your spine. On your exhale, pick your right foot up and slowly step it back for 3, 2, let yourself land on 1. From here, keep your right hand down, fingertips down, left arm reaches up, inhale. Squeeze your inner thighs as you exhale. Keep looking up towards your left hand with your right eye and soften your right shoulder. Keep your back leg charged as much as you can. Take a big full breath in. Twist a little bit deeper through the upper back as you exhale. Release your left hand down. Inhale, straighten-ish the front leg. Exhale, pick the left foot up, step it back, down dog for 3, 2, let it land on 1. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Engage your core as you push the floor. Exhale, drop just your knees. Keep your toes tucked. Inhale, floating up dog, unfurl. Find that C curve through your upper back, legs charged. Exhale, lift hips, go back, down dog. Left leg goes up, inhale, down dog split. Exhale, bend your left knee and stack your left hip over your right. Take a look at your left hand. Climb onto your left fingertips. Push the floor away. The more lighter you are on your left hand, the higher your left knee will go. Try to point your left toes. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your left knee towards your left tricep. Go up, 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 up. Flex your left foot and let your left foot land gently for 3, 2, and touch down on 1. Drop your right knee, climb onto your spider fingers. As you inhale, open your chest, draw your shoulders back, your neck long, breathe into the front psoas here, this right thigh. And then as you exhale, gently send your hips back. As you send your hips back, your left leg will straighten and then flex the foot. So don't worry too much about straightening the leg, just send your hips back and that will do the job. Inhale, open the chest. Keep your neck long. Exhale once again, straighten-ish the left leg, flex the left foot. Try to keep looking forward. One more time, inhale. And send the hips back, exhale. Gently rebend the left knee, turn your left toe slightly out, pick up your back knee, and Yogi Squat, Malasana. Come on down, your hips a little low there, or as low as you need to go. Use your elbows to open up your inner thighs. You can keep your hands together, or just find your fingertips and push into your fingertips, and notice how that opens the inner thighs a little bit more. So noticing abduction, right? Abduction there in your inner thighs, your hips. Breathe into your groins, feel the length through your neck. And so feeling that central channel, your Sushumna Nadi, your central channel is your antenna. This is what helps you to amplify, right? Finding that frequency. I was going to say that perfect frequency, but I'm trying to no longer say that word perfect because it really doesn't exist, especially not in yoga. Right? We're not looking for perfection. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to have a very tough time finding it. Right? Because there is no such thing. Then the mind tends to trick us. And so here we're just in this progression. And so maybe if you notice yourself finding yourself perfecting everything, just take a couple of steps back and just remember that progress over perfection, always progress over perfection. Keep opening your inner thighs, take one more breath in, and then as you exhale, the hands come down, parallel your feet, lift your butt bones up, melt your head down to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Fold, exhale. Twice more like this. Inhale, halfway, butt bones back. Push the floor away. Try to look forward from your chest, not so much your eyes. And then as you exhale, soften and let the head release. And last time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet hip distance. Take your hands to your waist. As you inhale, come all the way up with soft knees. As you exhale, take circles with your hips. And breathe. And then switch the circles, go the opposite direction. Feel the corner edges of your feet, all four corners there anchoring you down into the ground. And then come back to center, let the arms release beside you, palms face up. As you inhale, reach up, look up, join your palms, and then on your exhale, swan dive, soften the knees any amount that you need to take care of your body. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, pick your left foot off the floor and step it back for 3, 2, and let the left foot land on 1. Left fingertips under the left shoulder, the right arm reaches up to the sky, inhale, and then turn, twist from the upper chest as you exhale. Magnetically pull your right foot towards your left foot and notice how that charges your legs, and keep your glutes turned on. Take one more breath in, twist a little bit more, gaze out with your left eye as you exhale. From here, reach your right arm all the way forward, straighten-ish the front leg, take an inhale, dome the upper back. As you exhale, step the right foot back, down dog for 3, 2, and release on 1. Inhale forward to plank pose, push the floor away as you engage your core. Exhale, drop knees. Inhale, floating up dog, unravel through your upper back, squeeze your shoulder blades, retracting the scapula, your neck is long. Exhale, lift hips, go back, down dog. Big full breath in, big full breath out. And again, deep inhale. And a deep exhale. Soften your knees just a little bit more. One more here like that. Take a deep breath in. The knees are bent, you're buoyant. And a big full clearing, exhale. Let your chest move towards your thighs. Try to gaze towards your navel.
or your inner thighs, so your neck is long. Keep the ears alongside your biceps. Take a big full breath in. Take a big full exhale out. Now from here, bend your knees, look forward like you're about to load your spring. Inhale. Then as you exhale, hop your feet to the outside of your hands. And then hop back. Down dog. Hop forward, hop back. Forward and back. And let's do that a couple more times. So start to feel a little bit of heat there. And then one more time. And let's hold here, hands together. From here, take a seat, bring your feet forward, toes forward, take your arms forward, Navasana boat pose. Now lift your spine up a little bit more. Now take your hands under your knees, grab a hold of your opposite elbows, lift your chest up a little bit more. Straighten your right leg, take it up. Rebend the right knee. Straighten your left leg, take it up. Rebend your left knee. Maybe straighten both legs, lift them up. And then gently rebend both knees. From here, reach the arms forward, flex your feet. Grab a hold of the knife edges of your feet. Keep pulling your feet towards you, like you're pulling them towards the chest. And then lift your spine just a little bit more. Good, now start to point your toes, and then from here start to straighten-ish the legs. You can always keep the knees bent if you want to. Start to straighten-ish the legs, maybe fully straight legs. Keep pointing through your toes, maybe a soft bend into the elbows. Lift up through your chest, keep lifting, lifting, breathing, charge your legs. Last breath in. Last breath out. Bend your knees. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, and then from here, we'll step back, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, drop just the knees. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, take it back, down dog. Right leg high, inhale, down dog split. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack your hips. Now, take a look at your right hand once again. Climb onto your right fingertips. So as you climb onto your right fingertips, you want to lift a little higher. You want to push the floor away as much as possible. Now, from here, take your right knee slowly to touch your right tricep slowly for 3, 2, and 1. Now, from here, you're going to slowly take your right tippy toes behind your left foot as you turn your left toes over to the right. Okay, so it's like we're coming into a wild thing, but not yet. Left toes facing the right side of your mat, your right tippy toes behind you. You're still on your right spider fingers. Now, slowly, you're going to bend through your right elbow. It's like you're reaching your right elbow towards the sky, but your hand is still facing down. It's like you're about to take a seat, and actually, let's take a seat. So slowly, just bring your left hip down to the floor. So here, your right heel is lifted. You're pushing into the left big toe. So this left big toe, you want to press into an anchor into the ground. Now from here, you're going to open your chest, straighten just your left leg, and reach your right arm up and back. Wild thing. Keep pushing into your left big toe as much as you can there. Okay, to back away, you're going to bend your knees. And then as you bend your knees, your right hand will land, pick up your right foot, take your right ankle over your left knee, figure 4 in down dog, soften your left knee. Send your hips as way back as you can here. Breathe. Now from here, look forward. You're going to step your right foot behind your left hand. Right foot behind your left hand. Climb onto your fingertips. Push the floor away. Press into the right foot. Look forward. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. So your legs are sort of in this diagonal shape. And you should start to feel the IT band. Bend your front knee. Look forward. Inhale. Then straighten the front leg. Lift your hips a little bit higher as you fold. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, bend your front knee, look forward like you're about to extend the chest, right? Think straight line there. And then as you exhale, lift your hips and then glide your head down towards the floor, back heel lifted. Then look forward, soften your right knee just a touch. Take your hands to frame your right foot, right? So your hands are a little bit now to the left side of your mat. Inhale, lean forward. As you exhale, step your left foot behind your right foot. Left foot behind your right foot. Left foot behind your right foot. So your right knee should be in front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to the sun. Reach up, look up, join your palms. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, extend. Exhale, swan dive, come on down. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your right foot hip distance. So now your feet are hip distance. Hands to the center, halfway, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. One more, breathe in, lengthen. And breathe out, fold. This time, as you inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right leg back for 3, 2, and release on 1. Right fingertips stay under the right shoulder. Left arm reaches up. Inhale, twist as you exhale. Left arm goes up and over as you inhale, straighten through your left leg, dome the upper back. A lot to do in one inhale. As you exhale, step back, down dog for 3. Go slow motion, 2, 1. Inhale, come forward, high plank pose. Exhale, drop just your knees. Inhale, floating up dog. Keep your toes tucked. Open up through your chest. Exhale, glide your hips up and back, down dog. Left leg goes up. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, bend your left knee and stack your hips. Look at your left hand. Climb onto your left fingertips. Push the floor away to give you a little bit more lift in that left heel and your left knee. Now, your right hand is your power arm. So you're pushing the floor away with that right hand. Gently bring your left knee towards the left shoulder for 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, you're going to take your left tippy toes behind you, bending that right knee and turning your right toes to face the long left side of your mat. So take those left tippy toes behind you just very gently. Now from here, bend your left elbow. So your left elbow reaches up to the sky, but your left hand is still facing down. Okay, so the left elbow reaches up, but the hand is still facing down to the floor. Now take a seat. So just take a seat with your right hip very gently towards the ground. Your left heel is lifted. The right big toe is pushing into the floor. So make sure you're pressing deeply into the inner edge of the right foot. Now from there, you're going to slingshot the heart open, push the floor away, straighten just your right leg as you reach your left arm up and back. Keep pressing the floor away, lifting your hips nice and high. From here, bend your knees so you're backing away. Lift your left foot away from the floor. Take your left hand down slowly. Turn your right toes to face forward. Left ankle to your right knee. Figure 4 in down dog. I know it's a lot. Hold, breathe. Now from here, look forward and step your left foot to your right hand. So just behind your right hand, gently step it forward. From there, climb onto your fingertips, look forward, inhale, straighten-ish the front leg, and then exhale, fold. Big stretch for the lateral side of the leg. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Hold here, breathe. Keep lifting the back heel, keep lifting the hips, magnetize the inner thighs, feel the adduction. Right, so you're pulling everything in towards the midline. Then from there, look forward, inhale. And then as you exhale, step your right foot behind your left foot. Right foot behind your left foot. So now your left leg should be in front, okay? Your left knee is in front. Hands right at the center, framing your toes, all 10 toes. Look forward, inhale. Fold a little bit deeper as you exhale. Let your head go. Drop your brain. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Press the floor away. The butt bones go back as the chest goes forward. And then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Push into your feet. We're going to come up to rise. Inhale, reach up, look up. Join your palms. See your thumbs as you salute the sun. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, extend. Exhale, dive down, fold, hinge through your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring your feet hip distance. So bring the left foot out over to the left. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, slowly step your left leg all the way back for 3, 2, and 1. Left fingertips under your left shoulder. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. And then gaze over to the hand with your left eye as you exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep turning through your upper left side. And hug your inner thighs to the midline. Again, your glutes are turned on. Take another breath in. As you exhale, straighten-ish through the right leg. The right hand comes down. Push the floor away. Step back for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, drop knees. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, go back down dog. Now adding on a little bit faster. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack your hips. Climb onto your right fingertips, look forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right knee closer to the right tricep for 3, 2, 1. From here, you're going to take your right tippy toes behind you, slingshot your heart open, wild thing, push into the left big toe mount, reach your right arm up and over. Keep the left leg as straight as you can. Gently bend your knees, both knees. Bring your right hand down, take your right ankle over to your left knee, figure 4 in down dog. From here, look forward, step your right foot behind your left hand. Climb onto your fingertips. Inhale, look forward. Fold, exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot behind your right foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up to the sun. As you inhale, reach up, look up. Now, as you exhale, take your hands to your heart and pull your right knee in towards your chest. Open your right knee to the side. Grab a hold of your ankle, tree pose. Bring your right foot into your inner left thigh. Take the hands at the heart space or grow your tree, you decide. Keep opening the right knee a little bit more towards the right. Push right foot into left thigh, thigh into the foot. Bring the knee back to center. From here, right ankle over your left knee, just like we did in down dog. Take a seat. As you sit, send your hips back, 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 chest towards your thighs. Maybe stay here or take your hands down to the floor. You can stay with your fingertips down. If you've got the arm balance, maybe you want to play with that. Maybe you just want to gently let your head release and breathe into the sensation that you feel. Notice the sensations, notice the thought formations as we hold the pose. Breathe. If you are flying, slowly come back down, touch down, look forward, take your left hand to your left hip, take your right peace fingers to your right big toe. Slowly come all the way up to rise, open that right knee towards the right. Stage 1, stay. Stage 2, kick your right leg out towards the right, point through your right toes. You can open your left arm if you want to. I'm keeping mine on my hip. That gives me more stability, and I'm looking always for stability rather than kind of moving into deeper variations without much stability. So you decide what you want to do. From here, take your right leg back to center, both hands now on your hips, both hands on your hips and point your right toes. Keep this right thigh active for 3, 2, flex your foot, bring it down for 3, with control, pelvis neutral, 2, and let yourself land gently on 1. Arms reach up, inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive, come on down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step that right leg back. Right fingertips stay under the shoulder, left arm reaches up, inhale. Gaze up with your right eye, squeeze the inner thighs, exhale. Left arm reaches up and over, straighten-ish the front leg, inhale, dome the upper back, step back, down dog for 3, 2, and 1. So lots of subtle core work there. Inhale, forwards, plank pose, like a wave. Exhale, drop just your knees down to the floor. Keep the toes uber tucked as you inhale, floating up dog. Crack the heart open, soften the elbows, just a dash. As you exhale, glide your hips up and then back, soft knees, down dog. Left leg reaches up, down dog split. Exhale, bend your left knee, stack your hips. Take a look at your left hand, climb onto your left fingertips. Inhale, lift the knee a little higher. As you exhale, bring your left knee to your tricep for 3, 2, 1. Stay here, look forward. Then from here, the left tippy toes will go behind you. The right toes will turn towards the left. Slingshot your heart open. Wild thing, straighten just the right leg. Keep that left knee bent. So in wild thing, your right leg is straight here and your left knee is bent. Bend your knees. That helps you to back away from the pose. Left hand comes down. Left ankle over towards your right knee. Back to figure 4 in down dog. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Flex your left foot as much as you can. Look forward and gently step the left foot behind your right hand. Climb onto your fingertips. Look forward. Inhale, straighten-ish the legs. Fold as you exhale. Feel that fire that's moving through you. Notice the difference of your temperature. Look forward this time. Inhale. Gently step the right foot behind your left foot into a cross-legged fold. Halfway lift is your breath and butt bones back, chest forward. Fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Reach your arms out and all the way up. Reach up, look up, join your palms. See thumbs, exhale, hands to heart. Push into your right foot, bend your left knee, pull it in towards you. Open that left knee to the side, grab a hold of your left ankle. Take your left foot into your inner right thigh, thigh into the foot, tree pose, Vajrasana. Keep your hands at the heart space. You can stay, you can grow your tree, and breathe. From here, bring your left knee back to center. Take your left ankle over your right knee. Take a seat. Both knees are bent. So now we're in a seated figure 4. As you sit low, chest towards the thighs, send your hips back. You could stay here, fingertips down to the floor, maybe palms touch the ground, maybe take the arm balance, take what you need and breathe. Let your head relax. Notice what's happening with your right toes. Make sure they're all facing forward, right? So your foot is always neutral. It's not out, it's not in, it's neutral. And that will help you to create that neutral pelvis. And then from here, look forward, lengthen the spine. Take your right hand to your right hip. Take your left peace fingers to your left big toe, yogi toe lock. Slowly come all the way up to stand. Open your left knee out towards the left. Take your time here. And then from here, you can either hold with your left knee bent or start to straighten-ish the left leg or fully straightening it without locking the knee. Point your left toes out to the left. Maybe keep the right hand to the hip or open it up. You decide. Notice what happens to the standing leg. Try to keep your spine as tall as you can and then bring your left leg all the way forward. Gently both hands to your hips. Point your left toes and really anchor and engage through your left thigh. Try to lift up, up, up for 3, 2. Flex your left foot and bring your foot down slowly for 3 with control. So feel the pelvis here. 2. And let your left foot land on 1. So there's a lot of power in moving really slowly. From here, arms reach up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, dive down, fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, step your left leg back for 3, 2, and 1. The left hand stays under the left shoulder, coming into the lunge again, the twisted lunge. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, gaze up with your left eye. Exhale. Reach the right arm up and over, breathe in. Straighten-ish the front leg, dome the upper back as you inhale. Step back, down dog for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, forward, plank pose. Exhale, drop knees. Inhale, floating up dog. Soften the elbows, just a touch there. This time, as you exhale, drop knees. Untuck your toes. Open the knees wide, full child's pose. Let your elbows release, let the forehead come to the earth. And just take a moment to pause there. And just feeling your breath, feeling the sensations, feeling the thought formations that are moving through you. Check in with your energy. Notice how your energy is, your magnetic field. And then slowly come on up to sit in Vajrasana at the back of your mat. Let the eyes close. Let your palms face up on your lap. And just notice. I was having a conversation yesterday with a friend and colleague of mine on my show. I have this show on Instagram Live every Sunday called Sacred Sunday, where I bring in people and I sort of kind of interview or converse with them. And one of my dear friends, we were having this conversation about really being the witness and the watcher. And I was telling her that, you know, my life has become so much more easier in the state of just the observer. Life becomes really, really difficult when we tend to react or overreact or become a part of the hysteria. And so if you're looking for an easy life, first of all, that's going to be really tough. But you can find a life that is filled with ease. That is absolutely possible. And that happens when we move away from being the judge into the observer. Let the shoulders relax. Take a big inhale. Clear something up as you exhale. Any knots there, any debris, any stagnation. And then from there, let your eyes gently blink open. Take a seat and extend your legs forward. Come to the front of your mat there with your feet in extension. Zip your legs together, and from there, reach your arms up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Start with softening your knees just a touch, and then as you exhale, go up and forward. So you're not just going forward, but you're going up and forward, up and forward. So you're really trying to feel the waist lifting out of the pelvis, reaching. Grab a hold of the knife edges of your feet. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides, and let your forehead release. I'm going to keep my knees gently bent here. Don't want to really push the body too much this morning. So if you'd also like to kind of create more gentleness, feel free to soften the knees. If you tend to notice yourself automatically, right, flexing, or rather hyperextending through your knees, just try to soften the knees a little bit. Keep the feet flexed, toes towards you, heels away from you. Feel your belly connecting to your thighs, your abdominals connecting to your thighs. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, gently release. Now from here, your left foot, so you can either take figure 4, right? We've done this a lot. We've done it in down dog, we've done it in a standing position, and now we're doing it in a forward fold position, seated. Or half lotus. So either figure 4 or half lotus, okay? You decide. Inhale, lengthen the spine, arms reach up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, lean back, and exhale, release. Switch sides. Either figure 4 or half lotus, Ardha Padmasana. If you're in lotus, make sure your knee is facing forward so the knee doesn't go out. Knee is facing forward. Arms reach up. Inhale, fold, exhale. One side will always be a little different than the other. Be mindful. Look forward, breathe in, lean back, and as you exhale, release, extend the right leg. Now, if you took the figure 4, you're going to bring the soles of the feet and fold. If you took the half lotus, take a full lotus, Padmasana. So the foot goes into the crease of the hip. Same thing with the other. The foot goes into the crease of the hip. So wherever you are as you're folding, fold, 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 fold. Let the arms release in front of you. Let the head relax. And gently look forward, inhale. Come on up as you exhale, unravel through your legs. From here, bend your knees, scoot your hips to your heels, look forward, breathe in, reach the arms forward, and then as you exhale, gently come on down for 3, 2, and land on 1. As you land, pick your feet off the floor, bring your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Let your knees open as wide as possible. Grab a hold of your ankles. And as you grab your ankles, point your toes up towards the sky. A variation of happy baby. Your toes and your knees are in one straight line. And then maybe sway a little bit here, side to side. Just massaging the lumbar spine, massaging the sacrum, massaging the SI joint. Keep those toes pointing up. Use your elbows there to open up your inner thighs, your groins, and then just come back to center. Take an inhale. Can you open your hips a little bit wider as you exhale? And from here, take your right ankle on top of your left knee, figure 4. Just stay here without your arms, just gentle swaying side to side. Gentle. The slower you are, the more you can feel your tissues. So just hydrating the fascia here. We've done a lot of movement with slow motion. This is how you find lightness in your practice. You start to learn how to move with a lightness. When you are not in your core, right, we tend to move very heavily, or we walk really heavily, or we do things really loudly. So slow motion gives you a sense of mindfulness. Switch, figure 4, left ankle over your right knee, no hands, hands free, sway side to side. So lots of hip opening here with this figure 4 variation that we've kind of explored throughout the shapes. And then bring the soles of the feet together one last time. Grab a hold of your ankles, open your knees as wide as possible. Bring your knees a little bit closer down towards the ground. Your arms are straight now. The soles of the feet are touching. Push the feet into one another. Notice how that opens the inner thighs a little bit more. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, free your legs, free your arms. Final Shavasana. Drop in as quickly as you can. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And let your body relax now. Let your body process it all. Let it digest it all. From the inside out, from the cellular level.
Gently start to deepen your breath and bring movement into your toes and fingers. Reach your arms up and overhead, zip your legs, one last stretch, end to end. Bend your knees, roll over to the right into a fetal position. Notice the effects of your practice, how you feel now, and gently come on up to sit, closing just the way we started. As you sit up nice and tall, join your hands together at the heart as a symbol of acknowledging yourself, honoring yourself, and remembering yourself. So a lot of the work that we do is about remembering everything that we've forgotten. It is our natural state to be in the vibration of amplification. It is not our natural state to be in stress or overwhelm. That is not natural. But because we've done it over and over and over, the mind is being tricked that that is sort of our natural essence. That does nothing but place havoc on all your systems. So notice the way you breathe, notice the way you move, notice the way you interact with others this week, and how your magnetic field is influencing another person's nervous system. Truly, give yourself an experiment this week. The more calm, collected you are, the more they will be. And this is how we start to affect the masses, through our own inner work. Take your biggest inhale yet. Let it all release. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys. Again, my name is Bosnak. I'm with the Assemblage every Monday at 9 a.m. Check out Assemblage's page at the Hub, and they have an amazing, amazing curation of programs. If you'd like to flow with me more, I also have my own live streams every day from New York City. Check out bbosnak.com/livestream. Have an amazing day. Be well.